What's up, everybody? And as promised, here is the final video. I know, aren't you sad? The 7 Signs series has finally come into a conclusion, but there'll be many more series that we're starting. Actually, next week I'm starting another one, and my wife and I have tons of webisodes coming your way, but this is the final one of the 7 Signs series. We're talking about today 7 signs that this might be love. Because 2 things you'll never have to chase. You'll never have to chase true friends and true love. So let's talk about it. 7 signs. Number 1. They celebrate when you win. You could always tell when a person genuinely loves you, when they genuinely care for you. When your victory, they treat it as it's their own. They're not jealous of you. They don't get intimidated. I think we don't understand that sometimes God drops next level in front of you, not so that you can get jealous, but so that you can get inspired. And many times we're jealous of the very people we're supposed to be taking notes from. Don't take offense, take notes. They love you when they want to see you win. They want to see you score. They love to hear you get promoted. Be able to celebrate when it's their season and not yours. And if you have the right posture, you could be friends with somebody who's in season and they'll end up feeling like your season because you love them so much and they share their in-season blessing with you. I can give you Bible all day to back that up. Simon had Jesus in his boat. Jesus told Simon to let down his nets for a catch. And he caught so many fish that his nets were about to break up. And then he had to do what? Signal for his partners to come help him. No, it wasn't them that caught the fish. It was Simon that caught the fish because Jesus was in Simon's boat. That's a whole word right there. I need friends who have Jesus in their boat. Ooh. He signals for his partners to come help him. So it was his blessing, but it became everybody's blessing. So we all eating fried catfish tonight. We all eating tilapia tonight. It wasn't their blessing, but because they were attached to somebody who had Jesus in their life, they got blessed too. They celebrate you. Number 2, they tell you the truth. Listen, I'm personally in a season of my life I'd rather be slapped by the truth than kissed with a lie. They don't fluently speak lies, they tell you the truth. And it may not be something that you want to hear. Like I said in the last webisode, truth sounds like hate for those that hate the truth. And when an individual really loves you, they'll tell you the truth. They won't let your drama become their entertainment. They don't take your problems to the gossip committee. They pray for you and they tell you the truth. That's why I have an issue with some of these pastors and prophet liars. Like, they just lying to you. They just lying to you. A breakthrough doesn't come by you screaming. Well, you go back to your seat and shout like you lost your mind. I think sometimes people care more about people shouting than they do people's deliverance. But anyway, here's a big one. Number 3, the willingness to be inconvenienced. You could tell how much somebody loves you by how willing they are to be inconvenienced for your benefit. Who could you call at 2 or 3 in the morning? And who will serve and secure versus serve and complain? Like, when you have a person that loves you and you call them 2, 3 in the morning, something happened, they came over, they help you with flat tire, you need to go to the ER, there's something traumatic in your life that happened. They're not serving and complaining. Man, why didn't you do this last week? No, they understand right now is not the time. They secure and serve. Man, my bad, bro. It's all good. It's all good, man. Let's just get this taken care of. Let's just get you to your destination. Let's just get you a rental car. Let's just get you to the ER. This is the individual who knows right now is not the time because they love you so much that they've studied you and they know that this is not the moment where you will receive this the best, and this is not the moment where you need to hear this because they love you. This is why you gotta have discernment. Some people will make you fall for them and they have no intentions of catching you. They're not willing to be inconvenienced for you. As long as I can get something from you, then you're vital. But if you ever require or need something from me, I'm out. Hold up. Let's pause for a minute. Cut the music. Have you noticed I haven't said anything about how they make you feel? Or romance, or that butterflies that they give you, or how happy they make you. That's on purpose. That's not love. That's just being infatuated with somebody. And this is the problem. I think we really don't know what love is. Therefore, this kind of brings me to the conclusion that you can't fall in love. You choose to love. If love is patient and love is kind and love is gentle, how do you fall into patience? How do you fall into being gentle? No, you choose to be patient. You choose to be kind. You choose to have long suffering. And this is the problem. A lot of us have a misconstrued definition of love because of all the lies 90 R&B told us and because of what culture told us that we really don't recognize. Point number 4, love is all about sacrifice. Love is sacrificial. For God so loved the world that he gave. Love is sacrificial. It's not about you. It's selfless. It's for the betterment of others. It's sacrifice and it takes work. The problem is a lot of us have a poor work ethic. Number 5, love corrects you. Some of us will never be able to experience true love because we can't handle correction. It hurts your feelings. How you feel should be the lowest determining factor when it comes to keeping a commitment that helps you grow. Who in your life are you calling a friend, or you calling boo or bae, that has corrected you lately? If you don't have nobody correcting you, you're surrounded by people who don't love you. A wise man receives correction, but a fool rebukes it. And you have to use wisdom in this as well, because a fool will never receive correction. That does not mean that you don't love them. This means that they don't love themselves. One of the highest forms of self-love is to receive correction and embrace it. I don't want to live my whole life wrong and surrounded by the wrong people and going the wrong way. I need people who will correct me. If I'm wrong, correct me. If I say something wrong, correct me. If I wasn't tender, correct me. If I wasn't kind, correct me. And if you don't have anybody correcting you, or if you can't receive correction, Number 5, they cover you. Love is like a blanket. They're not trying to expose you. Your issues, your problems, your shortcomings, their faults, they're not going to end up in the shade room, because we all have a chapter in our story that we don't want read out loud. Love is being able to understand that this is not the person, this is just a moment. They don't have a bad heart, they're just having a bad day. And I'm not using their mistakes as ammunition, because if I look in the mirror closely, and if I look at my own resume, I've made some bad decisions too. And when they really love you, they cover you. They're not trying to expose you. They're not trying to embarrass you. They love you, so they cover that. Last one, no record. Love keeps no record of wrongs. When you keep a record, it blinds you to growth. So if they are changing, and if they are doing better, you can't see it, because all you see is all the offenses that you have tally marked on your heart. And so you're holding a record of everything that they've done wrong, that you really can't see that everything that they're doing right, or everything that they're becoming. And when someone really loves you, they don't keep a record, because forgiveness is not about the offender. It's about my freedom. Real love keeps no record. It's Redefined TV. We're redefining relationships righteously.